Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Roger's Reflections on Monday, February 15th in the year 2021. I'm continuing my series of reflections on the topic of love, being in the Valentine's Day weekend. As I mentioned earlier, love has multiple meanings, and also as we think about our understanding of discipleship. Jesus tells us they'll know you are my disciples by how you love one another. We worship God. God is love. Love your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love your neighbor as yourself. It is a part of who we are. And so to better understand what that looks like, that's important to us as we grow and mature in our faith. So today I'm going to be reading from the 25th Psalm, verses 1 through 7. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. O my God, in you I trust. Do not let me put to shame. Do not let my enemies exalt over me. Do not let those who wait for you to be put to shame. Let them be ashamed who are wantonly treacherous. Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me. For you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all day long. Be mindful of your mercy, O Lord, and of your steadfast love, for they have been from of old. Do not remember the sins of my youth, of my transgressions. According to your steadfast love, remember me, for your goodness' sake, O Lord. That last verse particularly is meaningful. It really reaches me. Do not remember the sins of my youth or my transgressions. According to your steadfast love, remember me. Hesed is the Hebrew word for steadfast love, covenant loyalty, faithfulness, love that does not end, love that stays the same, love that will always be there. That's the type of love that we're talking about, the type of love that God offers. His love never changes, never fails. Is always there. You can always depend upon it, and his goal with his love is to lift us up, not to tear us down. So when we say, Lord, do not remember the sins of my youth or my transgressions, according to his steadfast love, he does that. He has made that promise in his son, Jesus the Christ. We can look ahead from the psalmist. We can look ahead, and God has made that promise that he will no longer remember our sins because of his son's sacrifice, because of our belief in his son who died for our sins. And so, according to your steadfast love, remember me. Think about that term, steadfast love. And how you might apply that to people around you, to situations around you. For many people, for many parents, or for many kids, that type of love is evident. The love's not going to change. People may change sometimes. Relationship gets strained, but the love never changes, never fails. You will always have love for your children, for your parents, that type of thing. That can happen. And so, even if it's think about relationships where steadfast love could be helpful. A student knowing that their teacher's on their side, an athlete knowing the coach is on their side, a coworker knowing that you've got their back, a friend who knows that they can call you anytime, day or night. That's steadfast love, and it is part of what we are called to do as followers of Christ, is to be steadfast in our love for God, in our love for ourselves, and in our love for our neighbors. Let's see how steadfast in our love we can be this week. Take care, my friends. We'll talk to you tomorrow.